guess everything's vertical. So I'm starting the live stream a little bit early so that I can get ahead of the fact that Jeff is sick and much of the Warren family is sick. So I'm filling in. So again, not Jeff Warren. My name is Andrew Lenards. I'm a certified mindfulness meditation coach and sometimes fill in guest host and most times chat moderator. So hopefully you can see me, hopefully you can hear me. Make sure that the live chat is all visible. Figured we'd have a rolling start since we're about 4 minutes early now. And at least I could get ahead of some of the questions. So hello to Tina. Okay, so good sound, good video. I just realized that I did not plug in my lapel microphone, so it's good that the sound is okay. Hello, Suzanne. So yeah, we're just starting a little bit. Starting a little bit early. For those that are here early, you'll hear me do my best National Public Radio sort of thing where when we hit the top of the hour in 3 minutes, I'll do this all over again. But I figured at least for folks like diligent folks like Fred and others, that's actually not it. Okay. Thank you for that. Yeah, I picked up my lapel mic and put it somewhere, and I don't know where I put it. So anyway, we'll roll with this. This is actually a mini meditation lesson, and you roll with whatever comes up. So yeah, and I won't be able to. Yeah, so Jeff's got the flu bad, and we were looking at balancing out things. The potential for canceling, and so we looked at just looking around if we wanted to do a cancel or something else. So yeah, so glad the sound is good. The video is like an always an endeavor. I will post I will post a picture of the setup that I've cobbled together to try to get lights working. As someone who has taken more art classes than the average individual and who was a photography major at one point, I'm always moderately embarrassed at the fact that I can't light a subject on video properly. And I've attempted to learn a few times. So you can see the shadow here and the shadow there, and I've got a highlight and I'm trying to get a fill light. But anyway, it's all part of the cosmic joke or practice of being human. So, and then as a reminder, so we have this meditation on Sundays. Monday nights there is the CEC's Monday nights. So celebration is oh, thanks, Jennifer. So I do. So at least I'm not like dramatically lit in sort of a darkish way. So bonjour to Paul. Hello, Bonnie. I've completely lost my train of thought. I was going to tell you about the CEC Monday nights. So the celebration is December's theme. So just a reminder, that's always available to you as a sit, and that's at, I believe, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Kevin Lacroix, who is also a Unified Mindfulness Coach certified like I am, and is also on the CEC teacher faculty, is guiding a meditation on Monday or on mornings called the Morning Bell, and you'll see that in each newsletter. There's a way to connect. So if you're looking for a way to strengthen your sitting practice as a whole, that's something that's available. Kevin's been doing that since the beginning of the pandemic. And then Wednesdays, I'll post in a moment. Wednesdays, I've been leading a sit, and that's at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time, 6:15 Central, and 5:15 and 4:15 in Mountain and Pacific. So, hello, Jennifer. So here we are at the top of the hour. Just a reminder for folks that are just tuning in. I am in fact the individual who's usually in blue font on the side, moderating chat. My name is Andrew. I'm a certified mindfulness meditation coach. Been part of the Do Nothing Project almost since the beginning. I joined about maybe 4 or 5 months after it had started out. To let everybody know that Jeff has the flu and he is not feeling well, and most of the Warren family is also sick at the moment. So I'm filling in tonight, kind of a last minute fill-in. So what have you tuned in for? You've tuned in for a 25-minute sit with light guidance. We'll finish the 25-minute sit with about 5 minutes of a friendliness practice, or something we might look at as being cultivating warmth, or in essence what we would potentially call a loving kindness practice. And yeah, I think that's, so we usually have a theme, and the theme for me that I was thinking about today is I've been working on our travel trailer for much of the day, and so seeing things from a new angle, or seeing experience or what's going on from like a new angle, is a little bit of what I'm going to offer from guidance. So whatever's coming up in our experience, can we see it from a new angle, or what if this was fresh? So that's a bit of what I think we'll look at. Okay. Yeah, you're super welcome, Artsy Traveler. Okay, great, Saban. Happy that the theme is there. And then just seeing if I missed anything. So I'm pulling double duty tonight because I'm just going to try to be I'm going to pay attention to the moderation. Whoa. When you see the picture of my setup, you'll understand why it is so fiddly. So, all right, so I think that, well, if you end up with just my head by the end of this meditation, then luckily we're not here for the visuals. All right, so I have 25 minutes on my clock, and I have an impromptu piece of equipment, I think, that can get me through this. There we go. Thank you to Matt Stump, who got me these sandals that I'm now using to prop up the iPad. All right, so we'll ring the bell. And then if you do have questions, comments, reports, you can always add those to the chat after the sit. Again, we're going to be sitting together for 25 minutes. There's always a reminder that we offer is, if you're here for community support or accountability, you're always welcome to do your own practice. You can allow me to be in the background, and my guidance is just there for you to be able to take or leave to a certain extent. So yeah, let's do this. So we'll always start off, or I always like to start off with establishing my posture. And we can think about posture matters. So why does it matter? Often we can think of how it's true that the mind will tend to follow the body. So if we can find a way to sit in a symmetrical posture, be upright but not uptight. And you're always welcome to modify the posture instructions. So you could be standing or walking, or sitting comfortably in a couch, chair, or cushion on the floor, lying down. All those are possible, but I will lean towards my guidance being around being in a seated posture. And as we establish the posture, you may have this sense of motion while being stationary. So you've sat down and you've just begun really to settle into the body, and you kind of feel like your body is here, but you're still in motion. So just letting that kind of settle in for a bit. And being okay with that sensation being there, just allowing it to be in the background. And then checking out and seeing if there's any tension that's being held. So the end of a weekend day, or I guess if you're in Australia, beginning of a Monday. Just seeing if there's any tension. Each of us hold tension in different places. You'll know your spots better than I will, but I tend to check my shoulders, my jaw, around the eyes. And we're not chasing away or shooing away the tension, we're just acknowledging it. So if there's tension present, it's our first opportunity to bring a no big deal attitude. Welcoming the tension. And then finally, a few deliberate breaths. Stealing from the wisdom of the Beastie Boys, slow and low is the tempo that we're looking for. Breathing in slow through the nose allows us to breathe low into the belly. And then extending and accentuating the exhale cues the body to shift into a more rested and relaxed state. So just marking this spot right here is a waypoint for you. So we've just settled in, established a real minimal setup here for a technique. So we could say that this is sort of sitting and knowing that you're sitting. So if the cues or prompts that I offer are not landing for you, you can always come back to this spot right here. So each time we sit, there's something new about each bit of experience. So just seeing if there's anything different today, anything new, anything that's fresh. So maybe there's a sound or a stable sound that isn't normally present. So in my environment, there's the kind of hum and murmur of a dishwasher. It's a real steady sound, something I can use as a home base. Maybe there's a restful sensation in the body, something you haven't noticed before. Maybe there's a change in the visual environment. The sun has gone down, or street lights just came on. So explore your experience a bit and see what's fresh, maybe new, or maybe renewed. And I'll check back in a moment. just seeing if you can open up a bit and kind of ponder what's new in experience. What's fresh? Or what would it be like to feel the pressure points of where I'm sitting for the first time? And once you feel that, seeing if you can kind of refresh and feel back into that same area again. So if you feel the pressure points of your feet on the ground or the sit bones on the cushion, the brain is really good about backgrounding constant sensation. So if we have a constant sensation, the brain is like, oh yeah, we know that. Let's put that in the background. Just seeing if you can foreground that or refresh it. Or maybe there's an itch or a sore back. And seeing if you can feel that sensation. Oh, interesting. And maybe there's something unique or a little bit of, oh, I never felt that before. And if there's nothing available, just pausing for a moment and being like, oh, that's rest. And then lastly, just offering two things before I let you go back to exploring your experience. Just a comment of, what's the body like right now? Do I need to refresh my posture? You can always reset, stretch up, and settle back into the posture. And then if none of that is really working, going back to that waypoint that we talked about at the beginning of the sit. Just this light awareness that you're sitting and that you know that you're sitting. And so I'll leave you with that and you can continue exploring. And so we've been sitting for a while. You can think of this kind of as maybe a warm campfire that needs a little bit of stoking. So we're gonna see if we can stoke a bit of our emotions here and get a little bit of a flame to spark. And thinking about the holiday seasons, just bringing to mind someone that you know is kind of always there, showing up, helping you get through busy times like right now. Maybe they're sarcastic, maybe they help you get through a day with a joke here or there at work, or they give you a knowing nod when you're picking up the kids at school, or maybe it's the rebellious aunt or the wacky uncle who bring a bit of levity to your family gatherings. Just bringing their face and maybe even their voice if you don't lean towards visual. Making that real for you and just offering a festive thank you. Or I appreciate that you're always showing up in the holidays. Or thank you for helping me get through a day. Just stoking a bit of a warm feeling. Maybe you get a little bit of a twinge in the heart center, maybe you don't. Not forcing anything. And again, not a commandment, but an offer of gratitude. Thank you. I appreciate that you show up. I know you'll be here. Or I appreciate the comfort you offer. And then if another person came to mind and you had to choose, switching to that other person. Again, seeing if you can get a vivid sense of them, whether it's visual or hearing their voice. Maybe even a fragrance if they wear something particular. Thank you. I appreciate you showing up. I know that I can count on you at the end of the year. And then offering a bit of gratitude to someone maybe you know that is struggling. And again, they're still showing up, still helping out. I appreciate you. And again, we stoke a bit of warmth, and if we don't get the flame, again, no big deal. And then finally, offering a bit of this gratitude to yourself. Thank you for being here. Thanking yourself for showing up. Knowing that you're doing everything you can. And then a quick pass to everyone else. Everyone that's logged on right now, everyone that will watch the video in the future. Thank you. thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here when you could be so many other places. And again, thank you from me and Millen and Lily and Jeff and the entire Warren family for being here. Thank you so much for continuing to be part of the community, and we really appreciate everyone. You're incredibly welcome. And then also I saw folks, Sonali had mentioned the time change is still kind of throwing some people off. And so again, definitely acknowledge that has thrown some people off. And again, we're moving back to the 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to try to stick with that now. But we appreciate everyone's patience. So thank you so much for all these kind words that I'm not able to keep up with. You're very, very welcome. So yeah, so we did move that time change to be 30 minutes past 8 o'clock in the Eastern Time. It's back. We're hoping that with when Jeff's feeling well again, that we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to do that time. And then I've been doing sits on Wednesday, and so I'm gonna drop the info for that really quick into chat. Know better to not have that. All right. It's not letting me post it. So I'll just say that technology this week has been rearing its ugly head in about every possible way to make me realize that I really need to just calm down. So if you're finding yourself, thinking everybody gets technology and everything works for other people, it's not always the case. So I can tell you as a programmer that things do not work for me. And I can tell you that even though I'm Mr. Meditation, or actually my girlfriend can tell you, that even though I'm Mr. Meditation, I do not handle those situations very well. So, really quick here, let's see if I can get you the rest of this. All right, and so yes, so that is the best. So the live stream will be posted on my YouTube channel. If you want to get a hold of me for some reason, you can. Best way to get a hold of me is through Instagram, at the Instagram that I put in there. And if you enjoyed the sit, please like the video if you want. I'll pass on all of the awesome well wishes to Jeff, just so you know. And again, he really wishes he could be here tonight. So and thank you so much for that, Fred. I appreciate the recommendation of the Wednesday sits. So I mentioned the technology thing because this last Wednesday we had a bunch of video problems and a bunch of connectivity problems, and it plagues me as somebody who wants to try to get the video stuff taken care of and make it go smooth. So anyway, it's what's the line? It's when you're a student, everything that happens to you is a teaching. And that is definitely no short opportunity for me to practice with that. So thank you, Susan. It's good to hear. I'm not alone on that. Yeah, I do know that a few folks have reached out recently with that are also programmers, and they get a kick out of the fact that I compare software to Samsara and things like that. So it's always nice to to check that out. So I'm probably, I think I'm the only member of my family that can set up a computer printer. So even though I have my challenges, at least I have that sort of accomplishment to go with. So Jeff or the plan, I think, so what I don't know what the plan is for next Sunday, because next Sunday is Christmas Eve. I know that the CEC, so CECmeditate.com. I know Aaron, friend of the Do Nothing Project, executive director of CEC, and often guest host, is planning on doing a meditation on Christmas at the normal CEC Monday night time. I don't know what our plan is for the Do Nothing Project for Sunday. So one way to get the inside scoop on that is to go to jeffwarren.org. If you scroll down, there's a way to sign up for the newsletter. You can sign up for the newsletter. The newsletter announcement will come out Saturdays. They come out every Saturday. And that would be the best, easiest way to find out. And then I probably will know by Wednesday. So if you come to the Wednesday sit, I'll let everybody know about that. But I don't know what the status is for next Sunday, which is Christmas Eve. So that's one piece. Oh yes, thank you, Artsy Traveler. We'll definitely pass that on. I really appreciate. Jeff, I know as a result of not having to do tonight, he was able to get a lot of rest in. So I'm hoping that's going to really help. So, the newsletter did give the time change. Okay, great. Okay, thank you, Bonnie. So I thought that it had. I actually had to check the time again just to make sure that I didn't show up a half hour late myself. So that is always something that I can do that kind of stuff. So so we'll let you know about that situation for that, and then I do believe then we'll be in a similar situation for New Year's Eve. So we'll see what the situation is, but stay tuned. Thank you so much for everyone, especially the folks that show up every week and everything, and the first time folks, welcome. This is not how it is every week. Jeff's usually here. So we really appreciate your patience and everyone reaching out, and have a fantastic week, and maybe we'll see you Monday night at the CEC. This is the fun part. I have no idea how to close this. All right, figured it out.